Have you ever felt that there is something greater than the everyday reality around you? A knowing deep within that you are not just a part of the ordinary world, but something more. A calling, a sense of purpose that defies explanation, yet it is undeniable. Perhaps, in the quiet moments of your life, you felt an invisible force guiding you, whispering truths you cannot yet fully grasp. These are the signs, the markers on the path of awakening for the chosen ones. The path to awakening is not a simple one. It is a journey that requires introspection, courage, and an openness to the unknown. And most importantly, it is a journey that you are not walking alone. There are many like you, those who sense their unique place in the grand design of the universe. For these chosen ones, the experience of awakening often begins with subtle signs, a dream that feels too real, a synchronicity that catches you off guard, a fleeting memory of something that happened long before your birth. These signs are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of nudging you toward the truth. But what is that truth? It is the recognition that humanity is not alone. You, as a chosen one, are part of something much larger, an interconnected web of life that spans the stars. You are, in a sense, a starseed, carrying within you the essence of distant worlds, the knowledge of forgotten civilizations, and the wisdom of ages. And as the world around you continues to awaken, so too does your role in this grand cosmic plan. The road ahead is not always clear, but it is yours to walk. It is the path of discovery, transformation, and ultimately, unity with the greater cosmic family. As you begin to embrace this reality, you will find yourself not just uncovering the secrets of the universe, but rediscovering the very essence of who you are. The hidden truth of Earth's diversity. When you look around at the world today, what do you see? Cities bustling with human life, nature in its many forms, animals roaming freely in the wild, and a sky that stretches endlessly above. It's easy to believe that Earth is just a simple planet, home to humans and a few other creatures. But the truth, the hidden truth, is far more complex than that. Earth is not just the home of humans. It is a living, breathing, dynamic world that hosts an incredible array of beings, many of whom are not human at all. There are entities who exist on different frequencies, who live in other dimensions, and whose presence we cannot always perceive. They exist alongside us, influencing the world in ways both visible and invisible, playing a crucial role in the tapestry of life on Earth. Some are benevolent, guiding us in subtle ways toward higher consciousness and spiritual growth. Others, however, operate on lower frequencies, feeding on fear and chaos, subtly manipulating our emotions and actions. As a chosen one, you may have felt the presence of these otherworldly beings in your life. Perhaps it was through dreams or moments when you felt a connection to something far beyond your physical surroundings. These experiences are not merely figments of your imagination. They are glimpses into the greater reality of which you are a part. The universe is not just an empty space. It is teeming with life. And you, as a starseed, have a unique connection to this life, a bond that transcends the physical and reaches into the very fabric of existence. But why are these beings here? Why do they share this world with us? The answer lies in the ancient connection between humans and extraterrestrial civilizations. Throughout history, there have been moments when humans and these non-human beings have interacted, shared knowledge, and even coexisted. The pyramids of Egypt, the Nazca lines in Peru, the ancient texts of the Sumerians, all these are evidence of a time when humanity was fully aware of the cosmic community that existed alongside it. For you, as a chosen one, this truth is a key to unlocking your potential. The realization that Earth is not just home to humans, but to an entire galaxy of beings will transform the way you see the world. You are not just a part of humanity. You are a part of something far greater, a being whose purpose stretches across time, space, and dimension. The awakening process from sleep to consciousness. The process of awakening is not an event, but a journey, a series of steps that gradually unfold as you begin to realize the truth of who you are and the world around you. It is often a process that starts in silence, in the depths of your mind, and gradually expands into every area of your life. It begins with a spark, a moment of clarity that shakes you out of the illusion of ordinary reality. for many chosen ones. The awakening process starts with an inexplicable feeling of being different. As a child, you may have looked at the world and wondered why you felt out of place. While others were content to follow the path laid out before them, you felt a deep yearning for something more. Perhaps you were drawn to the stars, to the mysteries of the universe, or to spiritual practices that seemed to speak to a deeper part of you. These were the first stirrings of your awakening. But the journey of awakening is not without its challenges. As you begin to question everything you once knew, you may feel a sense of isolation. You may struggle to find answers to the questions that are rising within you. What is my purpose? Who am I really? Why does everything feel so uncertain? The path to consciousness requires patience and trust. It requires you to be vulnerable and open to the mysteries of the universe, even when they challenge your understanding of reality. There will be moments when you feel lost, moments when you doubt your own path. But these moments are part of the process. They are tests of your faith, not in the world around you, but in yourself. As you progress on this journey, you will begin to experience synchronicities, those seemingly random events that happen in your life that feel too coincidental to be mere chance. These moments are signs from the universe, guiding you forward, confirming that you are on the right path. Your dreams will become more vivid, more meaningful. You may begin to encounter strange symbols or messages that feel significant. All of these are part of the awakening process. You are waking up to the truth of who you are, a being of light, a starseed, who has come to this world to fulfill a specific mission. This mission is not something you can fully understand yet, but as you continue to awaken, it will become clearer. You are here to help humanity make the shift from fear to love, from separation to unity. And the more you embrace your true nature, the more you will find your place in the grand cosmic plan. Ancient encounters, the legacy of the cosmic past. Our planet has a rich history, one that stretches back thousands of years and is filled with mysteries that have yet to be fully explained. Throughout this history, there have been encounters with beings who were not from Earth. These encounters, recorded in ancient texts, mythology, and art, point to a time when humanity was aware of the greater cosmic family that existed beyond the confines of Earth. One of the earliest civilizations to document such encounters was the Sumerians. They spoke of the Anunnaki, a race of beings who came from the heavens and interacted with humanity. According to ancient texts, the Anunnaki not only gave humanity knowledge and technology, but also played a key role in shaping human civilization. The Sumerians' reverence for these beings is evident in their art and mythology, where the Anunnaki are depicted as gods who bestowed gifts upon the earth. These ancient encounters are not just stories from the past. They are a part of the greater cosmic narrative that is unfolding now. As a chosen one, you are connected to this history. The wisdom and knowledge that were shared with humanity long ago are embedded within you. You may feel a deep resonance with these ancient civilizations, a knowing that their stories are not just myths, but truths that have been forgotten over time. But why were these beings here? Why did they interact with humanity? The answer lies in the relationship between humanity and the cosmos. These beings came to Earth not to dominate or control, but to guide humanity toward a greater understanding of the universe and its place within it. They were part of the larger plan to awaken humanity to its true potential. As you reflect on these ancient encounters, you may feel a deep connection to these extraterrestrial beings, to the wisdom they shared, and to the legacy they left behind. Their influence is still present today in the hidden knowledge and the spiritual teachings that are slowly being revealed to humanity. You, as a chosen one, are part of this unfolding story. Your awakening is a continuation of the work that began thousands of years ago. As humanity begins to remember its cosmic origins. Stage 1 of disclosure: understanding the cosmic forces. Have you ever stopped to wonder how much you truly understand about the forces that shape your life, your reality? How often do we look up at the night sky and feel that nagging sense that something far greater is at play, something beyond our comprehension? For most of us, the universe is a vast, silent space where stars twinkle in the distance, a beautiful mystery that we may never fully understand. But the truth is, the cosmic forces that influence us are not distant at all. They are closer than we think, shaping our thoughts, actions, and experiences in ways we often don't recognize. For the chosen ones, this is the first stage of disclosure, the realization that the universe and our place within it is far more complex than we've been led to believe. It is a stage of awakening where the veil begins to lift and the truths that have been hidden for so long start to become clear. These cosmic forces, beings from other worlds, higher dimensions, and different realities are not abstract concepts or fantasies. They are real, and they are influencing your life in ways that may surprise you. Let me share a personal story that reflects this awakening. I once had a moment where everything seemed to align perfectly. It was an ordinary day, or so I thought. I was walking through a park, lost in thought, when a sudden, overwhelming sense of calm washed over me. The wind shifted, the birds grew quiet, and for a brief moment, I felt as though I was not alone. As I looked around, I saw something, a symbol in the clouds that mirrored the one I had seen in a dream just weeks before. It was as if the universe itself was speaking to me, confirming that I was on the right path. This was my first experience of understanding the cosmic forces at play. For many chosen ones, moments like this are not isolated incidents. They are signs that the universe is trying to communicate with you, guide you, and help you align with your higher purpose. It's easy to dismiss these experiences as coincidence, but once you begin to understand the cosmic forces, you realize that nothing is truly random. These forces, whether they are extraterrestrial beings, energy fields, or higher dimensional entities, are actively guiding you toward your destiny. At this stage of disclosure, you begin to awaken to the idea that you are not just a human being living in a physical world. You are part of something much larger, something that spans across galaxies and dimensions. You begin to recognize that the cosmic forces influencing your life are not just abstract ideas. They are real, tangible, and powerful. And the more you embrace this understanding, the more you align yourself with your higher purpose. The first stage of disclosure is not just about recognizing the truth about extraterrestrial life or cosmic forces. It's about accepting that you are a part of something far greater than you ever imagined. Stage 2 of disclosure: non-human entities and their influence. Now that you are beginning to understand the cosmic forces at play in your life, it's time to dive deeper into one of the most important aspects of this revelation: the existence of non-human entities. For many, this stage of disclosure can be challenging. The idea that we are not alone in the universe, that other beings, not of human origin, are actively interacting with our world, can be unsettling. But as you embark on this journey of awakening, you will come to realize that these entities are not just a figment of imagination. They are real, and their influence on humanity is profound. Non-human entities come in many forms. Some are extraterrestrial beings from distant stars or planets, while others may be interdimensional entities, beings that exist on frequencies or planes that we can't always perceive. Some are benevolent, here to help humanity evolve and grow spiritually, while others are malevolent, manipulating human affairs for their own agendas. The truth is, these entities have been interacting with humanity for thousands of years, and their influence is woven into the very fabric of our history, culture, and even our DNA. Let me share a story from my own life. A few years ago, I experienced a powerful encounter with a being that seemed to appear out of nowhere. It was not physical, but rather an energy, an overwhelming presence that filled the room with a sense of peace and clarity. At first, I was afraid, not knowing what this entity was or what it wanted. But as the experience unfolded, I realized that it was a benevolent being, here to offer guidance. It spoke to me in ways I couldn't fully understand at the time, but its presence was undeniable. This entity helped me see the bigger picture of my life, revealing that I was connected to something far greater than I had ever imagined. This experience is not unique to me. Many chosen ones have similar encounters, sometimes in dreams, other times through spontaneous moments of contact. These non-human entities are not here to harm us, but to help us evolve. They offer knowledge, wisdom, and guidance to those who are ready to receive it. They want to see humanity rise to its full potential, to evolve spiritually, and to reclaim its place in the galactic family. However, not all non-human entities are benevolent. There are beings whose intentions are far more sinister. These entities, often referred to as low vibration or malevolent, feed off fear, chaos, and negativity. They thrive in environments of conflict and despair, manipulating human emotions and actions for their own gain. These entities often operate behind the scenes, influencing global events and societal structures to maintain control over humanity. Understanding their influence is crucial, as it allows you to protect yourself from their harmful effects and align with the higher energies that are working to guide humanity toward a positive future. As you progress through the second stage of disclosure, you will begin to recognize the subtle signs of these non-human entities in your life. You may experience strange dreams, unusual synchronicities, or a sense of being guided by forces beyond your comprehension. These experiences are not to be feared. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and become more attuned to the energies around you. The hybrids bridging two worlds. As humanity continues to awaken to the presence of non-human entities, there is one group that stands out as a symbol of this profound shift: the hybrids. Hybrids are individuals who carry the DNA of both humans and extraterrestrial beings. These beings are the result of intergalactic unions, and they represent a bridge between two worlds, the human world and the vast cosmic expanse that lies beyond it. For many chosen ones, understanding the role of hybrids is key to unlocking the next level of spiritual awareness. I want to share a personal encounter that shifted my perspective on the hybrid experience. A few years ago, I met someone who, at first glance, seemed just like any other person. But as I spent more time with them, I began to notice subtle differences, ways of thinking, perspectives on life, and a deep, innate understanding of the universe that seemed far beyond ordinary human experience. It wasn't until they shared their story with me that I realized they were a hybrid, a being who carried both human and extraterrestrial DNA. This individual had come to Earth with a unique purpose: to bridge the gap between humanity and the extraterrestrial civilizations that are reaching out to us. The hybrid experience is one of duality. Hybrids often feel caught between two worlds: the human world, with its limitations and struggles, and the extraterrestrial world, which offers a higher perspective and a deeper understanding of universal truths. Many hybrids experience a sense of isolation, as they do not fully belong to either world. They are not fully human, nor are they fully extraterrestrial. Instead, they exist in a space between, with the ability to connect to both realms. But hybrids are not just symbols of isolation, they are also symbols of potential. They represent the future of humanity. Hybrids possess unique abilities and perspectives that can help guide humanity through this process of awakening. They carry the knowledge of advanced civilizations, and they understand the deeper, spiritual truths that will help humanity evolve. Hybrids are the bridge between our world and the greater cosmic community, and their role in this awakening process cannot be overstated. If you are a hybrid, or if you feel a deep connection to the hybrid experience, know that you are not alone. Your journey is one of integration, learning to reconcile the two worlds that exist within you. It is a journey of discovering your unique gifts and abilities and using them to help humanity make the transition to a higher state of consciousness. Your role is vital, and the universe is guiding you toward your mission. Spiritual practices for protection and growth. As you navigate the awakening process and interact with the non-human entities that are becoming more present in your life, it's crucial to have spiritual practices in place that will help protect you and support your growth. The world you are stepping into is one of higher frequencies, greater awareness, and more profound spiritual truths. But with this awareness comes responsibility. The energies you encounter, both human and non-human, can be powerful, and without proper protection, they can overwhelm you. one of the most important practices for protection is mindfulness. By cultivating awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and energy field, you can create a shield of protection around yourself. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded, allowing you to discern the energies around you and protect yourself from negative influences. Meditation is another powerful tool. Regular meditation practices help you connect to higher frequencies and strengthen your spiritual connection to the universe. Through meditation, you can receive guidance, insights, and wisdom from benevolent entities, as well as strengthen your inner resilience. Energy healing is another practice that can support your growth. Techniques like Reiki, chakra clearing, and aura cleansing help remove blockages and negative energies from your system, allowing you to maintain a high vibrational state. These practices not only protect you, but also support your spiritual evolution, enabling you to grow and evolve in alignment with your higher purpose. The journey of awakening is not easy, but with the right spiritual practices in place, you can navigate this process with strength, clarity, and confidence. As you continue to grow and evolve, remember that you are not alone. You are part of a greater cosmic family, and the universe is guiding you toward your destiny. Keep trusting in your path, and remember that every step you take brings you closer to the truth of who you really are. Stage 3 of disclosure: technological intrusion and personal autonomy. In today's world, technology is often seen as a gift, a tool that enhances our lives in ways that were once unimaginable. We have smartphones that allow us to connect with anyone, anywhere, social media that keeps us informed and entertained, and gadgets that make everyday tasks easier. But what if, in the midst of all these advancements, there's a hidden cost? What if technology isn't just making our lives easier, but also subtly controlling them? The truth is, we are living in an era where technology is no longer a neutral tool. It is an active force that shapes our thoughts, behaviors, and even our very sense of self. Let me take you back to a moment in my life that made me realize just how much technology was intruding on my autonomy. I had just started using a new social media platform, excited to connect with old friends and explore new ideas. At first, it was all fun and games, sharing photos, commenting on posts, and chatting with people I hadn't spoken to in years. But then, I noticed something strange. The more I used the app, the more I felt a sense of unease. It was as if the app knew me better than I knew myself. It started showing me ads that were eerily specific, suggesting products I had only thought about but never searched for. The content began to shift, guiding my thoughts in subtle ways. It wasn't long before I realized that my data, my likes, my searches, were all being used to shape my experience without my full awareness. This was my first encounter with technological intrusion, a concept that many of us are still not fully aware of. Technology, which we once believed to be a force for good, is being used to manipulate our behaviors and thoughts, often without our consent. The algorithms that govern our social media feeds and online searches are designed to keep us engaged, to control what we see, and to influence how we feel. Even our devices are constantly collecting data on us, tracking our movements, and recording our conversations. And the more we use them, the more they control us. But the impact of technological intrusion goes beyond the superficial. At a deeper level, this intrusion affects our personal autonomy, the very essence of who we are. When we allow technology to make decisions for us, to shape our perceptions of reality, we lose our ability to think for ourselves. We become puppets, controlled by unseen forces that operate behind the scenes. This loss of autonomy is a significant part of the third stage of disclosure, the realization that technology is not just a tool for progress, but also a mechanism for control. As a chosen one, it is essential that you understand the implications of this technological intrusion. You must become aware of the ways in which technology is shaping your reality and take steps to reclaim your personal autonomy. The first step in this process is awareness. Recognize the ways in which technology is subtly influencing your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Question the motives behind the algorithms that curate your content and the companies that profit from your data. Don't allow technology to define your reality. Instead, take control of your own experience. Limit your exposure to digital distractions, take time away from screens, and engage in practices that help you reconnect with your true self. There is another level to this technological intrusion that goes beyond the digital realm. Governments and corporations are using advanced surveillance systems to track our every move, from the apps we use to the places we visit. Projects like MKUltra, which sought to control the minds of individuals through psychological manipulation, serve as a dark reminder of what can happen when technology is used to infringe on personal freedoms. But the more we learn about the dangers of technological control, the more we can protect ourselves from these intrusions. It is time for us to reclaim our autonomy, to reject the forces that seek to manipulate us, and to create a reality in which we are free to choose our own path. Stage 4 of disclosure: extraterrestrial civilizations and galactic ethics. As we continue to evolve and awaken to the truth of our existence, one of the most profound revelations of the disclosure process is the understanding of extraterrestrial civilizations. For millennia, humanity has been isolated, unaware of the vast network of intelligent life that exists beyond our planet. But as more and more people awaken to the reality of non-human beings, we are beginning to see the first glimpses of a much larger cosmic family. These extraterrestrial civilizations, both benevolent and malevolent, are actively interacting with humanity, guiding us toward a future of spiritual growth and galactic unity. Let me tell you about a time when I first began to understand the significance of extraterrestrial civilizations. It happened during a meditation session, one of those rare moments when I felt truly connected to the universe. As I closed my eyes and allowed my mind to quiet, I was transported to a different world, one that felt both familiar and alien at the same time. In this space, I encountered beings who radiated light and wisdom, beings who communicated not through words but through feelings and images. They showed me glimpses of advanced civilizations, of worlds that existed beyond our own, and I understood in that moment that we are not alone. This experience opened my eyes to the reality of extraterrestrial civilizations. These beings, many of whom are far more advanced than humanity, have been interacting with our world for thousands of years. Some of them have been guiding us, helping us develop spiritually and technologically. Others have watched from the sidelines, waiting for the right moment to make their presence known. These extraterrestrial civilizations are not here to conquer or enslave us, as some may fear. They are here to help us evolve, to assist us in our journey toward becoming a part of the greater galactic community. However, as we awaken to the presence of these extraterrestrial beings, we must also understand the ethical principles that govern our interactions with them. The concept of galactic ethics is central to the fourth stage of disclosure. These ethics are not based on human laws or moral codes, but on universal principles that guide all intelligent beings. The most fundamental of these principles is the law of free will. Extraterrestrial civilizations operate on the understanding that every being, regardless of its origin, has the right to make its own choices and follow its own path. This law of free will ensures that interactions between different civilizations are based on mutual respect and understanding. Another key principle of galactic ethics is the concept of non-interference. Advanced extraterrestrial civilizations understand that, while they have the knowledge and power to assist humanity, they must do so in a way that does not infringe upon our autonomy. They are here to guide, to share knowledge, and to help us awaken to our true potential, but they will not force us to evolve. The choice, as always, is ours. As we prepare for the future, it is essential that we embrace these galactic ethics. We must learn to interact with extraterrestrial civilizations in a way that respects their knowledge, their wisdom, and their right to exist. At the same time, we must ensure that we do not lose our own sense of autonomy, that we do not allow our fear or ignorance to guide our actions. The future of humanity is closely tied to our ability to embrace the principles of galactic ethics and to work together with these extraterrestrial beings for the benefit of all. A unified future. As we stand at the threshold of a new era, it's important to understand that the future we are stepping into is one of unity, cooperation, and spiritual growth. For centuries, humanity has lived in isolation, unaware of the vast community of intelligent beings that exists beyond our planet. But now, as we awaken to the truth of our existence, we are beginning to understand that we are not alone. We are part of a greater galactic family, and the future of humanity lies in our ability to unite with these civilizations in peace and harmony. The path ahead will not be easy. It will require us to confront our fears, to let go of outdated beliefs, and to embrace a new way of thinking. But as we move forward, we will be guided by the wisdom of extraterrestrial civilizations and the universal principles of galactic ethics. These principles will help us navigate the challenges ahead and build a future in which humanity can thrive alongside its cosmic neighbors. The role of the chosen ones in this journey is crucial. As individuals who are awakening to the truth of their cosmic origins, you are the leaders, the guides, and the wayfinders for humanity. You are here to help others understand their connection to the universe, to assist in the process of spiritual growth, and to help create a world where all beings, human and extraterrestrial, can live in peace and harmony. The future is not something that is set in stone. It is something that we are creating every day with our thoughts, actions, and choices. As we embrace the truth of our cosmic identity, we will step into a future where humanity is united, not just with each other, but with the entire galaxy. This future will be one of peace, love, and cooperation, a future where all beings can live freely, in alignment with their highest purpose. As you continue on your journey of awakening, remember that you are not alone. The universe is filled with beings who are here to support and guide you. You are part of a greater plan, and your role in this plan is vital. The future of humanity depends on your ability to embrace your true nature, to stand in your power, and to work together with your cosmic family to create a world of peace, love, and unity.